It was a warm, crowded evening when little Ayesha went to the market with her parents. Lights flickered across the rows of shops. Vendors were shouting, and children were laughing. But Ayesha's attention was drawn to something else entirely, a small, old toy shop tucked between two bright stores. The shop looked abandoned, yet a faint red glow shimmered from inside. Curiosity pulled her toward it. Inside, rows of dusty toys stared silently. But one item stood out, a pale porcelain doll with jet black hair and a cracked smile. Its eyes were glassy, too glassy, as if they were following her. Ayesha instantly clung to it. "Mujhe chahiye," she insisted. Her parents hesitated. The doll looked ancient, almost eerie, but after her stubborn plea, they gave in. The shopkeeper, an old woman with trembling hands, wrapped the doll quickly. "Don't leave it alone at night," she whispered. Her voice quivered, and her eyes darted nervously around the shop. Ayesha didn't understand. She happily hugged the doll all the way home. But the moment they entered the house, a strange coldness spread through the air. The lights flickered, and the doll's cracked smile seemed to widen just a little. That night, Ayesha placed the doll on a small chair in her room and went to sleep. The house was silent until past midnight. A faint tap, tap, tap echoed through the hallway. Ayesha stirred, half asleep. Suddenly, her door creaked open on its own. She sat up, her heartbeat quickening. The chair where the doll had been sitting was now empty. Her breath caught in her throat. "Mom," she whispered. Before she could move, a cold shadow glided across her room. The doll appeared near her bed, its head slowly tilting upward, its eyes glowing faintly. A knife scraped across the floor. Ayesha froze. The doll's tiny porcelain hand was gripping the blade. "Ayesha, Ayesha," a voice soft, cracked, and not human echoed from the doll's unmoving lips. Ayesha screamed, waking her parents. When they rushed in, the doll lay harmlessly on the floor, empty-handed. They blamed nightmares, stress, and imagination, but Ayesha knew exactly what she had seen. The next night, the doll appeared in the kitchen. The knife from the counter went missing. It was found the next morning in the living room, standing upright, pointed directly toward the bedroom door. No one in the house slept peacefully anymore. The doll had begun choosing its next victim. By the third night, the family was terrified. Ayesha refused to enter her room, and her parents decided to throw the doll away. Her father wrapped it in cloth, placed it in a bag, and drove to a distant dumping ground. But when he returned home, the doll was already sitting on their sofa, its smile cracked wider than ever before. The atmosphere grew suffocating. Lights burst, the kitchen door slammed. The television turned on by itself, playing static-filled screams. The doll moved openly, now walking in small, jerky steps across the hallway. Its shadow stretched unnaturally long, reaching the walls and ceiling. That night, the family locked themselves inside their bedroom. But at 3 a.m., a soft thud came from outside, then another, and another. Something small was crawling under the door. A porcelain hand slid in, holding the same kitchen knife. The door lock twisted slowly. The lights flickered violently, and the doll's distorted voice whispered, "Tonight, the game ends." What happened next would forever remain unknown. Only Ayesha's scream was heard by the neighbors, and then silence. A silence so deep it felt alive. If you want more terrifying stories like this, make sure to subscribe to Dark Trail Narratives.